All right, I'm gonna wing it here. America, the United States of America. I hope I'm getting it straight on here. Wow, what a world we live in today. Is torn apart by disease, by racial hatred. And that's really going to be the subject of what I'm doing here tonight. And a lot of misinformation out there. I guess the reason I'm sitting here doing this video tonight is because I see so much in what is, my opinion, needless loss of obviously possessions, rights, personal pride. There's a lot of division in the country there, and I don't get it, because well, it's not because I'm a white guy, okay? Come on, shit. I've been there, done that, you know. Anybody who wants to label me with a white privilege frame of mind, I guess I need to nip that in the bud right away, because white privilege hasn't gotten me anything. It hasn't got my brother anything. Let's see. Today is, June 9th, I believe, of 2020. I got a brother who's been in prison since 1996, okay, on a dope charge, and we're talking less than an ounce, alright? There's something wrong with that picture, alright? There's something very wrong. He sure as hell ain't been enjoying his white privilege for the last 26 years, you know. Well, I'm sorry, 24 years. I absolutely fucking detest what's getting projected as the reason behind the defund the cops and the reason behind the Black Lives Matter movement, which in its own way has its own merits, but the representation is in the toilet. I'm sorry. You can't just go out and say, look, we're owed this because of our skin color, because a lot of it goes so much beyond skin color. My thing is with so-called rants for racial equality, never get tied into a rant for racial or human responsibility. You earn the right to fucking participate in the game. And I don't give a damn if people have been getting participation trophies for the last 30 years, which, well, we're enjoying that moment right now. How that applies. I don't get it. I'm not going to blow my horn. Let me give my stats real quick here. Born and raised initially in Michigan. Moved to Florida after my old man passed away in 75. I moved to Daytona Beach. Culture shock. Joined the Army, in 78. So yeah, I'm a vet. There's no horn blowing about that shit. I needed somewhere to go and something to do, you know, and why not wear a uniform, right? Well, that worked out for the most part. For all the vets that would be seeing this, potentially. Yeah, I was a 60 gunner in my outfit. I was a mechanic in the 2nd 92nd Headquarters Battery Field Artillery outfit in Gießen, Germany. We were stationed at the zoo. Yes, the old Rivers Barracks, who got closed a long time ago, about a mile away from the depot through the woods. So there was, you know, imagine that, you know, Germany, late 70s, early 80s. It was a kick. I wish that was all there was to the story at times, but that's all that I'm going to say about it on this story here, you know. But, yeah, what a scream. Anyway, I do all this, and I'm thinking at the same time, like, wow, I would like to kick some ass, which I actually later got an opportunity to do, and found out that kicking ass wasn't all it was cracked up to be in its own way. Although it wasn't boring, that ain't no shit there. Anyway, the point behind that is my idealism at the time was to do what I could for the country, you know. I actually felt a bit of national pride as an overseas veteran, and I believed in what we had going on at the time. I went over, let's see, damn, I want to say, you know, Jimmy Carter, yeah, absolutely was in office when I went over. The time I came back was coming up into, well, yeah, it was from Carter to Reagan, I believe. So yeah, what a change in policy and attitudes, especially toward the Middle East and all, which was even then 40 years ago, and is today the elephant in the room. You know, who's going to do what with what they got? You know, and man, I know. Even I had every reason to stay in Germany. I had a girlfriend whose father was a part owner of the local brewery, which admittedly every town in Germany's got their own brewery. But Giesener Brau was not a bad beer at the time. I hope they're doing well now. And the condition was for me to keep seeing her that I would have to, I ETS out of the Army, and I stayed in Germany as a German national. There was no Brita coming to America. No. So, even though Brita was an awesome human being, and I hope she still is today, no, I needed to come home to here in America. And man, I got a deep-seated belief in this country. I really do. The opportunity is out there, and it's never been, especially nowadays, any easier for any one race of people or nationality, whatever, to succeed than it is today. And for people to portray it as, oh, it's a racist culture, it's this, it's that. Hey, it's got an ugly fucking history. I'm not going to make any bones about that. It's got an ugly fucking history. People were so stupid in the past with their actions and what they did to other races, you know. And it can be justified by saying, oh yeah, well, the blacks were enslaving blacks in Africa, and the Indians were kicking each other's ass over here, which, by the way, yeah, I got a bit of that blood in there too. We're not going to worry about percentages, what the government may or may not owe me. I don't give a damn about that. I write my own book, okay? And whites were doing some stupid shit. Nobody talks about the Irish, basically slaves, who dug the goddamn Erie Canal, alright? It doesn't fit the narrative. If it's victimhood you're looking for, God knows there's enough of it around to be found. But see, the thing to me is America and its values and achievements and victories are not based on victimhood. They're based on what you go out and grab. Fuck, I had my chance. I blew it, alright? I did. I've come to that. Call it whatever you want. I've come to peace with that shit a long time ago. I had the opportunity and I blew it. You know. And nor am I looking for any band-aids or accolades or whatever the hell, aids? Comment all you want. Give it shit. I don't care. I really don't. Because it's there, it's happened, and I'll live with it, you know. I'm living with it today. My whole issue is people take what they choose their feed of information to be and are now trying to make that ground and stone history fact, even when it's not. I'm trying to say, don't allow anyone, people on my side, okay, if you want to call it my side, I hate my side, their side, fuck it, it's our side, you know, our side of the people who are talking heads on a box, on the wall, or wherever you got your shit set up at, are politicians who obviously have nothing but re-election in mind when they speak. Yes, both sides of the aisle. Yes, including Donald Trump on that shit. Well, I'm somewhere between choking his ass and patting him on the back. It's a hell of a conundrum. It is. Well, why am I a Trump fan? I like his accomplishments, man. When he came into office, he did what he said he was going to do. And no, it wasn't based on malice and shit. Of course, the Latinos will be a lot of, not all, trust me, I got a couple I wish I could reach out and say, come here and talk for a minute. No, the wall is an issue. But obviously with, you know, 1 million immigrants a year, illegal, whatever you want to call them, something had to be done, you know. I'm not even worried about the contraband and all that bullshit. I shouldn't say I'm not worried, but I'm not even counting it into the figures, you know. Look, and I smoke weed. I do. Call that what you will. If you want to turn and run at this point, then fine, because your shit's too shallow to deal with the rest of it, you know. I will say drugs like meth and actually any cocaine-based drug, to me, yeah, I've been there, done that, but it's just, it doesn't have the same benefits, as it were, as just smoking a bowl, a blunt, whatever your choice of intake is, you know. I think a lot of more people in the world should be smoking this shit, because I don't know about y'all, but to me, I tend to chill a whole lot more, and keeps my inner little demon that likes to jump up and down on my shoulder and say, yeah, fucking get him. Yeah, he gets calmed down. They're like, all right, well, just pass the joint, I'm okay. You know, and fuck it, there it is. So yeah, if that's a knock against me, I'll wear that too. God damn it, I love this country. And I love a lot of most of the people I run into here, man. And I hate to see the division. I just don't see the cause for it. I don't. People take personal responsibility. Admit your own actions. Deal with that person in the mirror that you look at every fucking day. Alright? Deal with that person in the mirror and be honest with yourself. You know, what do you want if you're going to have kids or you have them now? What do you want them to grow up in? What type of opportunity would you like them to have? And what is it going to take for them to get there? And be ready to fucking admit when shit becomes out of reach. Okay? It's not about if you're white, you're black, you're Mexican, Chino, whatever. That ain't it. It's that fucking attitude you bring with you to the table. You know? Because you come in with a fuck you attitude, well, guess what? The switch goes off, and you're looking into the mirror, and you get the same shit back. Man, my people at work and shit, there's a number of us, you know? And I said us, not them, not me, whatever. You know who you are. we're so politically opposite, and I hate it on one hand, but on the other hand, I'm not willing to lay it down to an absolute stoppage of any discourse we talk with. And guys, if you see this shit, I mean it, man. This just has to look at the facts. Don't be afraid to get past the motherfucker on TV, blah, 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 and this is why. No, dig into the goddamn numbers behind it, man. Because they'll back up what I'm saying here, you know. And really all I'm saying is, man, yeah, there's been mistakes, but it sure as hell ain't a one-sided issue, you know. And, no, I don't want to see us get into any kind of a race war or a civil war, which some people seem to think, fuck it, I ain't got nothing, so why not, you know? But that's a psycho way to fucking go about shit. Especially, you know, a shootout in the corner ain't shit compared to a wipeout situation. It really ain't. And having seen both, I don't want to see it again. And it's just not worth it, man. I don't give a damn. I got a lot of opinions, but I also know I've got a valve. I can turn that shit off about, like, why the hell, who the hell do you think you are with your so-called opinion? And here you are with a rap sheet 3 miles long. I got a little rap sheet. I got a little eeny-weeny bastard. Consists of about a total of like a year and a half behind bars that I did. You know. And been homeless. Did that shit for about a year. Shine wore off of that shit real quick. I sucked up, kissed ass. Got myself in a position to get myself back on my feet in a couple of months, and that was in the rearview mirror, you know. And but goddamn, no, I've had the cops talk shit to me. I've been treated like dirt. Shit. Talk about being homeless. I remember I was telling somebody at work the other day. I said, man, I remember that feeling. Motherfuckers going by you on the street, whatever the hell. And I'm not giving a shit if you're alive or dead from one second to the next. I know that abandoned. The world doesn't give a fuck about you feeling, man. And the people that I've met when I was in that position, man. That shit doesn't leave you. And it's up to each person how they deal with that kind of shit, you know. And it just opens your eyes in ways that a lot of these motherfuckers up on TV and shit have no clue what that rips your soul out like to go through. And yet they'd sneer at the fucking people that lifted your soul up, who actually said, here, you can hang out here, I got a couch tonight. Or they could pick you up on the goddamn highway when you walk 10 miles in the middle of nowhere with nothing. Alright? I said, yeah, come over and play Mama a song tonight, you know, on that guitar or whatever. Yes, I picked even on the road. And, man, dude, I tell you. So that's where I'm coming from, you know. This is not some privileged child with a big mouth and a fucking cell phone doing a video with a bunch of, like, this is the only fucking way to do things. No, that's garbage. There is no only way, but the only way that ever comes up to be resolved is going to take us. And, you know, I hope you forgive me for the moment here, and I hope you listen to what I'm saying. Man, I'm hoping to share the dialogue a little bit here, you know. I'll holler back at comments as best I can. I look forward. I'd love to have 1,000 comments to deal with. And man, if you think it's worth a damn, share it, you know. People come back at me with other videos, well and good. But I'd ask one thing for you, alright? Keep your shit fact-based. We can't let our brainstem, our hearts, our emotions rule the day. There's got to be something that's still called common sense injected into this. And if I didn't give a damn as much as I do, I wouldn't be wasting my time doing this right now. Hopefully it's not wasted. And for those of you on deplorable dipshittery, dipshittery that is, deplorable dipshittery, yes, I'm posting this here first. And take it to heart. Don't be so hateful. We all have the ability to be better. We just need to develop the balls to do it. And when I'm proved wrong, by God, I'll take it. Yeah, Trump has pushed me to the edge a couple of times on a couple of issues, but, you know, I don't want to take Joe Biden. I'm sorry, he's a panderer. He's a professional politician, which is another reason why I supported Trump. And look, man, I say this with love in my heart for all of y'all. I do. I want us all to succeed. Yeah. And I'm going to say an evil thing, I guess, here, because why? All lives matter. Black lives matter. Mexican lives matter. Asian, Indian, I don't care where you're from on this globe, including whites. We all matter. Now what we need to do is earn that right. Y'all take it easy. I love you. I mean it. Take care. Goodbye.